In the quiet expanse of a sun-drenched meadow, a haunting sight emerges. A horse, once majestic and proud, now tragically marked by a horrific wound resembling a beehive. The grotesque sight of swollen flesh and pulsating, angry red patches send shivers down the spine. This unfortunate creature has become a victim of a bee infestation, a phenomenon that, while rare, can lead to devastating consequences. Bees, with their tiny, stinger-laden bodies, have invaded the horse's skin, creating a grotesque nest that festers and festoons the once smooth hide. The hive-like wound, a dark mass of buzzing life, serves as a chilling reminder of nature's cruel duality, beauty intertwined with horror. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scenario, we uncover the biology behind the infestation. Bees, typically seen as diligent pollinators, can sometimes misinterpret the warmth and scent of a horse as an inviting environment for their colonies. This leads to the formation of a hive beneath the skin, where the horse's body becomes a living host. The bees, in their quest for a cozy abode, burrow into the flesh, causing immense pain and suffering. The horse, unable to swat them away, endures a relentless assault from the inside out as the bees multiply and thrive in this unintentional sanctuary. The wound oozes a mixture of blood and bee venom, a grotesque cocktail that attracts flies, and in the vast, shimmering expanse of the ocean, where sunlight dances on the waves and life thrives in vibrant colors, a dark and unsettling story unfolds beneath the surface. Meet Luna, a once joyful dolphin, now a haunting figure of suffering. Her sleek body, a marvel of nature's design, is marred by a horrific wound, a grotesque reminder of the unseen battles waged in the depths of the sea. As we draw closer, the sight is both shocking and captivating, a gaping hole in her side, surrounded by a mass of writhing, slimy creatures. These are not just any sea life, they are mussels, and they have taken over Luna's body in a gruesome infestation that tells a chilling tale of nature's brutality. Mussels, those seemingly innocuous bivalves, are often overlooked in the grand tapestry of marine life. But when they invade, they become a force of nature that can wreak havoc on unsuspecting hosts. In Luna's case, the mussels have found a perfect breeding ground in her open wound, their hard shells contrasting sharply with her soft, delicate skin. As they burrow deeper, they siphon nutrients from her body, leaving her weak and vulnerable. The sight is enough to make even the most hardened observer recoil in disgust. Imagine a living creature, once the epitome of grace and agility, now reduced to a mere shell of its former self, struggling against the relentless grip of its parasitic invaders. The infestation is not just a physical ailment, it is a testament to the delicate balance of life in the ocean. Mussels are filter feeders, and in their natural habitat, they play a crucial role in maintaining water quality. However, when they latch onto a host like Luna, they become a symbol of nature's darker side, a side that thrives on suffering and decay. The wound festers, attracting other opportunistic organisms, creating in the vast, rolling plains of North America, a creature roams that embodies the very spirit of the wild. The bison, majestic and powerful, these animals have long been symbols of strength and resilience. However, not all is well in this seemingly idyllic landscape. Meet our unfortunate subject, a bison whose back is marred by a grotesque sight, a horrific barnacle wound that tells a chilling story of nature's cruel hand. As we draw closer, the true horror of this infestation reveals itself. Imagine a once proud creature, now bearing the weight of a dark alien presence. The barnacles, small crustaceans that typically cling to rocks or ships, have found a most unusual host. Their hard, calcified shells contrast sharply with the bison's dark, shaggy coat, creating a jarring visual that is both fascinating and repulsive. But how did this happen? Barnacle infestation is not a common plight for terrestrial mammals, yet here we witness the bizarre intersection of nature and circumstance. These barnacles, in their relentless pursuit of a suitable home, have latched onto the bison, burrowing into its skin. The bison, unable to shake off this unwanted hitchhiker, suffers in silence. The barnacles thrive, feeding on the bison's skin and bodily fluids, creating an open wound that festers and weeps. Each barnacle is a tiny, living fortress, drawing sustenance from its host, while simultaneously causing immense pain and suffering. The bison's natural defenses are overwhelmed, as its immune system struggles against this onslaught of foreign invaders. As the infestation grows, the bison's health deteriorates. It becomes a living canvas for the barnacles, their growth stunting the animal's movements and diminishing its ability to graze. The once mighty bison, a symbol of the untamed wilderness, is reduced to a pitiful shadow of its former self, a victim of a bizarre twist of fate. The barnacles, indifferent to the suffering they cause, continue to multiply, each one a testament to the brutality of survival in the wild. The stench of decay begins to waft through the air, a grim reminder of the consequences of this parasitic relationship. In the grand tapestry of life, this scene serves as a stark reminder of nature's darker side. The barnacle infestation is not merely an isolated incident. It is a reflection of the delicate balance that exists between species and the often brutal realities of survival. As humans encroach upon natural habitats, we disrupt ecosystems and create conditions for such grotesque interactions to flourish. The bison, once roaming freely, now faces a new threat: our interference. This brings us to a moral quandary. Are we, in our quest for progress, inadvertently creating our own barnacles? Just as the barnacles cling to the bison, we cling to our own desires, often at the expense of the natural world. The barnacle's invasion is a metaphor for our own invasive tendencies. As we expand our cities, exploit resources, and alter landscapes, we may find ourselves in the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains. A creature of immense power and grace roams. But today, we encounter a bison, a symbol of strength and resilience that tells a different story, a story of suffering and survival. This bison bears a horrific wound, a grotesque patchwork of barnacles clinging to its side like a macabre decoration. As we draw closer, the sight is both shocking and fascinating, a reminder of nature's brutal realities. These barnacles, typically found on the hulls of ships or the shells of marine creatures, have made an unlikely home on this majestic beast, transforming it into a living canvas of infestation. Barnacles are crustaceans that attach themselves to hard surfaces, and in this case, they have chosen the bison as their unwitting host. The bison's skin, thick and tough, provides an ideal substrate for these relentless invaders. As they latch on, they begin to burrow into the flesh, creating open wounds that can become infected. The bison, unable to shake off these tenacious parasites, endures a constant battle against pain and irritation. The barnacles thrive, feeding on the bison's nutrients, while the bison suffers in silence, a tragic testament to the harshness of life in the wild. This infestation is not merely a physical ailment. It is a dark reflection of the interconnectedness of life. The barnacles, in their quest for survival, have turned the bison into a host, a living buffet. Yet, this relationship is not one-sided. The bison, in its struggle, embodies the resilience of nature, fighting against the odds to continue its existence. However, the presence of these barnacles raises unsettling questions about the balance of ecosystems and the impact of human activity on wildlife. As we encroach upon natural habitats, we disrupt the delicate equilibrium, leading to unforeseen consequences. In a world where humans often see themselves as separate from nature, this bison serves as a stark reminder of our shared existence. We may laugh at the absurdity of a bison covered in barnacles, but it is a reflection of our own actions, how we can inadvertently create chaos in the lives of others. Perhaps, in the end, we are all just barnacles, clinging to our own versions of survival, sometimes at the expense of those around us. So, the next time you see a bison, remember the barnacles, and consider the intricate web of life that binds us all together, for better or worse.